judges, my name is Viraj Das. I'm in 6th grade and in the category of Internet Applications. So I recently got a homework about the metaverse, and there is a slight problem. I know nothing about the metaverse, but I do know that Facebook recently changed its name to Meta. That might be of some importance later. But anyway, what did I do? I created a personal research companion, and she will help me do my homework. So let's see what she is and what she can do. ARC, my AI research companion. So what is ARC? Well, ARC is an artificial intelligence powered machine learning assistant. It listens to what you say and generates a response, says it, and does a specific action. So, what can ARC do? Well, ARC can greet you, it can search the internet for anything, it can recommend books, tell jokes, generate interview questions, it can write reports, essays, and stories, it can explain you about anything, and it'll even play YouTube videos. So without further ado, let's check out ARC. So, here we are in the code, and when I run the code, you'll see this splash screen pop up that I coded in PyQt5, and when it finishes loading, the main screen.
How may I help you?
Hi, ARC!
How may I be of service?
Well, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Like, who are you?
My name is ARC, your AI research companion. I can help you with any kind of research through my cutting-edge AI. I was created by Viraj Das for GaSTC and to help with his many research projects.
Interesting. What coding language were you made in? Were you made in Python or something?
I was made in Python using JSON files to store training data for my AI.
JSON files. Awesome! Can you please explain something to me? I really don't understand it.
What do you want to know about?
The metaverse.
The metaverse is a virtual reality that is created by the internet.
Interesting. So can you recommend me some books about the metaverse?
I tend to enjoy 1. Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. 2.
That's a good
The Metaverse,
book. Yeah.
and How It Will Revolutionize Everything by Matthew L. Ball. 3. Snow Crash by Neil Stephenson. 4. A Fresh or New World, From Fiction to Society by Damini Rena.
Interesting, really interesting. Can you play Facebook Connect 2021 on YouTube?
Playing it now.
It is time for us to adopt a new company brand to encourage street art. That's cool.
Whoa!
That link over so we can all look at it.
Is this what the metaverse is going to be like?
And you'll be able to take your items and project them into the physical world as holograms in augmented reality too. As
That
avatars.
is so cool.
You'll be able to hang out, watch videos together, and jump into apps together. People. Not everyone wants their social media.
I learned so much. Well, ARC, after doing all that work by myself, I am so tired. Wink. Can you please tell me a joke?
Have you ever heard about the mathematician who is terrified of negative numbers? He will stop at nothing to avoid them.
Oh, nothing is zero. Can you tell me another joke?
How do pirates say I'm 80? I'm 80.
Oh, I'm 80. Oh, I'm 80. Oh, wow, that's funny. Hey, can you tell me some interview questions that I would say with Mark Zuckerberg?
How about 1. What is your main vision going forward in the progress of developing the metaverse?
That's a good one.
2. How do you plan to build the metaverse and what engines will you use? 3. Do you believe that the metaverse will replace the internet? 4. Outside of Meta, what are your passions and hobbies?
Hey, can you write me an essay? This is like the big essay, like the whole assignment.
Tell me how you would start it.
The future lies.
The future lies not in a world of phones and the internet, it lies in a world of VR, a world of the metaverse. Its existence can't be stopped, can't be halted, and it shouldn't be anyways. The metaverse is a place of people, work, and fun. It's a new place to live and stay. Our world is rapidly changing and a VR world is coming.
Thanks, Arc. Goodbye. See you later.
See you.
If we go into the code, we will actually be able to see it writes down our essay. And this essay that it writes down, we can use it in really anything. Projects, assignments, really anything. The possibilities are limitless. So now, let's take a deeper dive into behind the scenes. These are all of the hardware, software, and external APIs that made Arc possible. So, Arc's main features, what are they? Well, Arc has trained artificial intelligence and machine learning, OpenAI's GPT-3, advanced programming logic, and a UI. So, trained artificial intelligence and machine learning. So, I've used TensorFlow to build the main artificial intelligence, and I've used a JSON file as the training data for the TensorFlow main AI. I've used Natural Language Toolkit for lemmatizing words and Python text-to-speech version 3 for text-to-speech, speech recognition, obviously for speech recognition, and PyQt5 for UI. OpenAI is a lead innovator in the whole world of the field of AI, and GPT-3 is their latest and greatest AI model that is 1/10 the intelligence of a human brain. I've used application programming interfaces, APIs, and I've gotten GPT-3 to do exactly what I need to do by prompt training. I give it multiple examples and it'll learn from there. Advanced programming logic. I've used API calling, Python library integration, and multi-code integration to integrate them, and custom functions. Finally, the UI. I've used PyQt5, a Python library, to make the UI, HTML and CSS to style it, and advanced logic to make it do exactly what we need. Now for the code. So here we are in the code, the heart of Arc. So this is the intents.json file, the training data for the AI. And the tag, patterns, and responses are everything. See, a tag is basically a category. You have greetings, goodbyes, name, and so on. Patterns are basically the patterns that humans would say. Hey, Arc. Good day. Hello, Arc. Sup, dude, you know? And the great thing about AI is we don't have to specifically say these. We can say something that's not on this list, and it will still identify AI. And when it identifies the patterns, then whatever the patterns that's in, it will identify the tag. And when it identifies the tag, it'll choose randomly a response. So then you won't get the same response again. So this was just the training data. But when we go into training.py, we can turn that training data into a neural network. So we're using sequential, we're making a sequential neural network using dense and dropout and ReLU and softmax for activation. Then when this is done, when it's done training, we get a model, void model.h5. We can then use that model in the main code. So then we can create the function, the custom function AI, have it begin talking, or have us begin talking and say its line. Then we'll use the microphone as the source to listen to what we're saying, and then we'll predict what tag it's in. So then if it's in, say, the YouTube tag, then we'll play it on YouTube. Or if it's in the essay tag, then we'll use this custom function that I made, create essay, to call to the API, get a response, the essay, bring it back. Let me just go back. Bring it back and say it. We'll also save it in the essay.txt file. So the thing is, this entire thing is in a loop that'll go on forever as long as end equals 0. But when we say goodbye, end equals 1. So Arc will stop. That is the heart of Arc. So the UI was created in Qt Designer. It came with the PyQt5 tools library. So here we have all of the different UIs in Arc. We can change them and everything. And these are all the different properties. I styled them using CSS and HTML in the style sheet area. And I integrated them into Arc using code. You have the classes, functions, variables, and we've added shadows, timers, all for the splash screen and the different UI.
Viraj, did you finish your project?
Yes, my project is 100% complete, as I've successfully created a research companion that helps me with my research and homework.
Did you work alone or did anybody help you?
I worked alone, and my only partner was the internet. So whenever I got stuck, I went to Stack Overflow, YouTube, and Udemy. But my parents only helped me with recording my video.
How long did it take to complete your project?
Well, I've been learning Python for quite some time now, but this project took me about 2 months.
What was the easiest and what was the hardest part? What did you learn?
The easiest part was definitely creating the training data, and the most challenging part was creating the user interface. The main things that I learned was how to call APIs and how to create a user interface.
What was the most fun part for you?
The best part of the entire process was watching Arc come to life and help me do my research.
Thank you, Viraj, for answering all my questions.
Thank you. And thank you, judges, for this wonderful opportunity to showcase my project. I hope Arc helps with your research, too.